for me, I was just saying this to somebody, I had to make it like a priority, like just like writing a bill, just like putting caulk on the casing, putting paint on the wall, make it equally as important, like it doesn't take long just to like, all right, I'm going to set up the tripod quick, get a few clips, and like one of my guys cleaning up, and I'll just edit a video quick, boop, post it on my way home. It's like I try and just make sure that I make time for it just like anything else I would in the business. Because like you said, it's once I realized the importance of it to me when it came to like I said, I'm younger and like I want to be in business for a long time. And the people who I'm going to be reaching now and, for the foreseeable future are eventually going to be my customers, like the younger generation, the millennials, the whoever, like my age people, like they're eventually going to be getting houses. They're eventually going to be needing work. And that's when it started to click for me because, like I said, it's extremely important, just like anything else. And it's free.
Not forever, though. Just pay attention to how he's already seeing. Like, he's not doing it for now. He's doing it for the future of his business. If you plan on being in business for 10 years, there's no reason why you shouldn't be planting your seeds. I've spoke about this in a couple pieces of content before. There's no reason why you shouldn't be planting your seeds now to be able to get those jobs in the future, because in the future they'll already be sold. You just have to be able to be planting your seeds now, and then as they continue to see you multiple times, build that relationship with you without you even know it through social media. By the time they call you, the job is already sold. What's easy to do is, of course, easy not to do. Always remember why you're even doing it for, and that would make it a top priority, because anything you do in your life is always going to be, you're going to do what's top priority to you first. But this is all part of your business, right? So moving on to this next question, what kind of feedback have you received from your followers, and how has it influenced or changed your strategy?
Talk to people on Messenger all the time, all over the country now, that are painters, and like we just like I feel like they're my close buddies now, and we video chat sometimes and talk about setting things up in the future to meet up and stuff like that. And then those bigger videos, there was a lot of hate on a lot of videos, and at first it's like I remember you guys saying it's like eventually you're going to get haters, and the truth of the matter is, fuck them. Plain and simple, that was like what it came out to be. I made some content off of it too, and actually some of them did pretty good, but I got to realize it's like people are going to hate you for everything, and I've been hated on most of my life, but most of the feedback's been positive. I think real recognize real, basically. And if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong, like all those sayings. And for the most part, like the people that reach out, like I'm constantly replying to people throughout the day and like reaching out saying, hey, great work, or like great video. We should link up. We should connect. And like, that stuff's awesome because it pushes me to do it more. Yeah. At the same time, I'm going to still do what I need to do when it comes to, like you said, making it a priority, and regardless of what the response is, I'm showing what I need to do, like what I do and how I do it. And like you said, get a little more vulnerable, have fun with it. And I've been having a lot of fun with it recently, man. I really have. So
you have to go get some haters, honestly. Because if you're thinking that everybody's gonna love you for your content, no matter how good of a person you are, like people will find the stupidest thing to just point out and dislike you. When you're completely yourself on social media, it bothers certain people who are insecure about themselves, because they wouldn't show that side of themselves because they just care too much of what people think. Let me ask you this, bro. Can you share an example of like a post that didn't perform as you expected, and what you learned from it? Because sometimes we create things that like we put so much effort into something and then it doesn't do well. Have that happened to you, and what have you learned from it?
Early on, like I started posting, like I used CapCut a lot, right? The editing software. And I thought those templates and stuff were so cool. Like I was like, yo, CapCut, that's, these guys know what's going on. But I realized they weren't doing good. And I'm pretty sure it's because like the watermark, Instagram doesn't really like the edits for some reason. But anyways, like those edits, I started to realize it's cookie cutter, right? Like it's not unique. Yeah. And they're awesome. I really like, personally, when I see those videos on Instagram, I like them. So I started to post them a lot more, and I thought those would do better. I don't really like follow trends or nothing about like catching trends of like things that are happening. Like there's a bunch of stuff. I posted that waiting for the painter or the paint guy, the paint delivery guy thing. I thought that one was gonna do good because I thought it was funny. But I think it's fun to just be, like you said, vulnerable and like be yourself, man. Personally, people take everything too seriously, and like I did too, man. Like I was the same way. Like, oh, painting's my life, and it is. Like this is my life, but like at the same time, I'm not going to be a miserable person. I don't want to do that and be so serious all the time. So it shows the true side of myself. Like I always think about doing some goofy stuff and posting it. And so I have some goofy stuff, but I'm holding off on that. It's a little bit too much. So
I don't always think that you need to do all of the crazy edits. Like simplicity still wins for me. It still wins for my clients. It still works. So do what you can with what you got and make the most out of it. And I think, again, it still comes back to consistency, because that is the best strategy ever for anything that you do. Are you on any other platform besides Instagram?
I have a Facebook page and stuff, and some stuff that, like you said before, does well on Facebook, and it doesn't do as well on Instagram and stuff like that. But I've had a Facebook for a while, and I don't really do TikTok. It's one thing I might end up jumping into, because like you said, I have all this content on Instagram and all these videos and stuff now, and I'm thinking about using that. But other than that, not really, just Instagram mostly and Facebook. So
I would recommend, bro, like, yeah, if you're gonna just use the same videos to just build some type of audience. Because even if you guys got to think about, like, even if you was to get 1,000 plays, if one content got 300,000 plays, but on the other platform it got 1,000 plays, well, think about how long it would take you to talk to 1,000 people. Even if it's just 100 people, like 100 people is still a lot in person. Mm-hmm. It's just that we start doing this like comparison that we shouldn't do it, because we're just what's gonna happen is that we're gonna try to force things to happen when it's not meant to happen. I started with a new business 2 weeks ago, and in 2 weeks I just posted about this, that he got 10 new subscribers off of YouTube Shorts. And you guys got to remember, Google owns YouTube. So use YouTube Shorts. We got 10 subscribers off of just a few posts on YouTube Shorts. In 30 days, we got 30 subscribers. Like, these are 30 new people, right? And these are people that can, if they like your content, think about those 30 people sharing it to just one person. Well, now you have 60 people that know about you. And always just think about that domino effect of them just showing one more person. Have you gotten any leads from it?
From Instagram directly? Yes, I have. Yeah, Facebook and Instagram. I think, honestly, like Facebook, like I said, doesn't do as good, but it gives me more leads. I don't know why. I think I've gotten reached out from a lot of people that I've known in my past who are trying to get into business and are starting to float me some work, who are like GCs and stuff. But yeah, some work.
And this is only the beginning for you, bro. The hardest thing is getting excited for social media, like creating content, right? The hardest thing is getting excited, but it's even harder to stay excited even when things because business, you have your ups and downs. Like it's the fact that, some days are going to be more overwhelming than others. Staying excited is far more important than anything. And always remember that. Again, if you got one lead from social media, trust me, you can get a lot more. Nah, I would say Reels. Video content is always going to be king, because now that's what's keeping people longer on the app, and that's what they push out more. Guys, come back on to the next webinar and come with your questions and take advantage of them, because again, take advantage of them, come with your questions. I want you guys to go to Bootcamp's Facebook group and just give a huge shout out to MF. Give him appreciation post, because he didn't have to do this, but he still came on and shared his experience and what he's been gaining from Bootcamp, our Bootcamp group. So that's pretty much wrapping up the night. I want to say thank you guys to everybody that came on. I got something special coming for a lot of business owners, and want to continue to help you elevate your brand in social media. So we're gonna wrap it up with that. Thank you guys for hopping on.